Y estamos acá en la cancha, estamos en el Bernabéu donde viene Messi con la pelota, lo ve a Ronaldinho, la pide Ronaldinho, gol.
Toque de cabeça, olha chance, olha gol! Gol! Golaço!
¡Qué golazo!
Que golaço, people! Oh my God, what a goal! Did you see the goal from Ajax against Real Madrid? Which one? All four of them. Did you see Manchester United's goals? All three of them. Holy shit! Bro, this is insane. Insane, I'm talking fucking crazy, man. Two shots back to back. Two shocks back to back. Today is Wednesday. We are here at the Brazil Paradise Grill. Thank you very much again to Brazil Paradise Grill for hosting us. But man, oh man, we gotta get straight into it, guys. I'm already tired. I don't even want to talk anymore. Jesus. I'm just so like, holy fuck, man. What the hell happened? We all thought Real Madrid was going to go through. We all thought PSG wasn't going to allow Manchester United to come back. And we even all thought, I'm pretty sure we all thought Roma was going to go through and defeat Porto. Nope. PSG out the window. Real Madrid out the window. Roma out the window. Dortmund out the window. Not even two shocks. I'm sorry. 4 shocks. 4 fucking shocks. Holy crap, man. I can't wrap my head around it. I can't. And I can't seem to understand. How the fuck did that shit happen yesterday? And today? How did it happen today? Yesterday I only watched one game. Today I missed both because I was at work. Super busy. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? This is great. This is what I live for. This is what I get behind the goddamn mic for. Excuse my language. Okay? Excuse my language, but bro, I mean, damn, man. I don't know. Talk about the Alianza Lima versus Liverpool game. We about to win. Oh, that's right. Listen, Copa Libertadores. Excuse me. Alianza Lima versus River Plate. 2 very historical teams. River Plate, the reigning Copa Libertadores champion, and Alianza Lima, a very historical, old, and very well respected proven team. But before we get into Copa Libertadores, hold on. I know Gustavo, a good friend of mine in Peru, wants to talk about that. But seriously, Champions League. What happened to Real Madrid? Real Madrid, man. Real Madrid, the 3-peat, the reigning champions. Jesus. Wait, hold on. Winning 1-0. Whoa, hold on. Timeout. Hold up. Wait a minute. Copa Libertadores. Oh, shit. Alianza Lima's winning. Gustavo's right. 1-0. Alianza Lima's winning. Round of applause. Anyway, Real Madrid. They lost. 4-1. Real Madrid also lost. 1-0. Real Madrid also lost. 3-0. Ladies and gentlemen, what I have just said was 3 losses consecutive for Real Madrid. Did I forget to mention? 3 losses in their home stadium. 3 losses. Okay, I don't know if you guys are understanding. 3 games that Real Madrid, I'm going to say this really slow, that Real Madrid lost back to back, I guess you could say it in that way, 3 times at their home stadium. Do you know what it is to lose 3 big games consecutively in your home stadium? You should be embarrassed. Thank you. I'm going to continue talking like this about Madrid because, as you all know, when I mean you all, I mean you 5 people who listen to me, know that I despise Real Madrid. And Gustavo on Facebook is saying Real Madrid ain't shit without Daddy Goku. I don't know who Daddy Goku is. Oh, he just confirmed A.K. Ronaldo. That's what I was assuming. I don't know why you refer to them as Daddy Goku. I do not watch Dragon Ball Z, so I wouldn't know. But, I mean, bro, I knew that I personally, I was like, you know what? I don't think Real Madrid are going to win another Champions League because of how they've been playing this season. But, big but, I did not expect them to go out of the Champions League the way they did yesterday. Now, usually when it comes to games like this, you usually say, yesterday I watched the game, and it was literally men versus boys. This time, what I'm going to say, and I do not care if you disagree with me, yesterday I watched the game of boys versus men. The boys referring to Ajax, because they were so freaking young. I mean, these guys literally just pretty much came out of the fucking academy this past summer, to come in and play for Ajax on the starting 11 in the Champions League to verse the reigning champions, and just simply outclassed them and just said, get out the way. We're running for this fucking trophy. And that's exactly what they did. Bro, the plays that they had, it was like, what? Oh my God. Gustavo on Facebook says, losing 3 times in your own turf is like your stepfather beating you for being disrespectful to a step-grandmother. Ladies and gentlemen, exactly what Gustavo just said, I support it 100%. It's exactly what it is. Losing like that, I'm still mind blown. I am still mind blown at the fact that Real Madrid, listen, I despise Real Madrid. As you 5 people know, you know I don't like Real Madrid. You know I despise them with my life. You know I wish that, they wouldn't win another trophy again. But to see them lose that bad, do I enjoy it? Yes. But as I've said many times on this podcast, I am a fan of football. All right, I'm a fan of all football teams, excluding some. I honestly hope Real Madrid wake up, because this is Real Madrid we're talking about here. This is Real Madrid we're talking about, and this what I'm going to say, it goes towards me, but it also goes towards these, anti-Madrid fans and Barca fans. We have to, despite the fact that we're all enjoying making fun of them for losing against Ajax. Not that Ajax is a small team. No. That's not why it's being made fun. It's because, they talk all this crap, especially mainly the Madrid fans, not the Madrid team. Well, I mean, Ramos, yeah. But mainly the Madrid fans talk a lot of crap about how, we did it 3 times. Blah, blah. Okay, I understand that. But you lost 4-1 at the Santiago Bernabeu. And that was your 3rd consecutive loss home, which is your sacred stadium. I mean, that's one of these stadiums to play in. And for Ajax to come in there and score 4 against you, wow, bro. Wow. That's a lot. And, okay, it was a controversial 3rd goal. I'll give you that. It was controversial. even so, take that goal away from them, they still would have advanced. So I don't want to hear anything about that. Oh, ref didn't use VAR properly or blah, 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 blah. I don't care. For those of you on IG Live, FB Live, and who are hearing this on replay, you can press pause, rewind to hear it again. I don't care. Either way, they would have beat you. It could have been 3-1 if you took that goal away. Oh, look at that. They still would have beat you. Right? Yeah. That's right. So, Real Madrid got knocked out by Ajax. Dortmund. I'm still in shock at the fact that Dortmund lost to Tottenham in Tottenham. Okay, not because I'm not saying that Tottenham isn't a team to fear or just isn't a team to, be like, oh my God, they could win something, like be shocked. No offense, but it's Tottenham. You know what I'm saying? And last year they choked. They held Juventus 2-2. Okay? Came back. Juventus won 2-1. They almost give it a scare. So, and even Son after the game, after their game against Dortmund in the first leg, they said we can't, go in thinking we're going to automatically win. We got to keep our head held up high. And yeah, I agree with that. I agree. You got to keep your head held up high, and that's exactly what they did. And they defeated Dortmund 1-0 in Dortmund. It's sad because the fact that Dortmund has been going so strong this whole season, and now they're starting to crumble. They're starting to feel pressure, and they're losing games, they're tying games, and now look at them in the Bundesliga. They're in first, but because they have the goal differential between them and Bayern Munich, leaves Dortmund up top. But they got a lot of pressure coming to them. And that pressure, you could see that it's mounting because they have the Bundesliga to worry about. If I'm not mistaken, they're out of the DFB Pokal. Okay, or Pokal, however you want to say it. Right? Champions League, they had to overcome a 3-0 deficit. Nothing happened. They lost 1-0 in their home stadium. Very, very disappointed. Big shock because, it's Dortmund. They were in the final a couple years ago against Bayern Munich. They defeated the Real Madrid. Not that it was, a Real Madrid to, really, really fear. But, listen, you say Real Madrid anywhere in the world and you're like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? So, Dortmund was a huge shock, another huge shocker, and a big disappointment. Big disappointment because it's like, not that I'm rooting for Dortmund or against Tottenham. It's not that. Like I've said, I'm a huge fan of football in general, and to see Dortmund, go on with, how they've been doing this whole season, it's fantastic, and it would have been even greater to see them go further in the Champions League because they've been suffering a lot these past few years with losing all these big players and these big names and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I'm saying? So, now, today, Porto against Roma. That's my best friend. You're my best friend. Gustavo says they just tied the game. La puta madre. Oh my God, yeah. Okay, quick update. Alianza Lima is tied 1-1 with River Plate, or they tied because the game's over now. Zamora lost to Nacional, or they're losing because it's a stoppage time. Rosario Central is tied at stoppage time with Gremio 1-1. And Palmeiras just defeated Junior FC 2-0. We'll get into Copa Libertadores because I really, really want to get into Copa Libertadores because Copa Libertadores is the Champions League of South America. And if you don't watch Copa Libertadores, for those of you who are on IG Live and Facebook Live, shame on you. Don't call yourself a football fan if you're not going to watch it. So, back to Champions League. FC Porto, let me look it up. That's Europa League. Okay, hold on. Champions. The champion. Okay. So, yeah. Porto lost the first game away. They got an away goal, which was huge for them. Big point. Okay, getting an away goal is always a huge advantage, just in case, the second leg goes down to a 0-0, or, whatever the case. You understand. Away goals are a huge advantage. Now, today, Roma traveled to Porto, and Porto scored a goal. Leveled it out. It was 2-2. But Porto had a lead because, for example, like that, if the game would have ended 1-0, Porto would have went through because of the away goal. Away goal counts as an extra goal, especially when it comes down to a tie. Okay, because at that time it was 2-2, but it would have been 3-2. Okay, so you understand what I'm saying? Okay, I feel like I'm talking to idiots. You guys aren't idiots. Let me correct that. If you're listening to me, I'm an idiot. You can finish the rest. Anyway, so Porto tied. They were winning 1-0. Daniele De Rossi from Roma scored a PK, 1-1. Upped it up a little bit. Now it's 1-1. Okay, anyway, I can't really do the math. I'm trying to hurry up. I don't want to sound like an idiot. Porto came back 2-0. Then they had to go to, 2-1. They had to go to extra time because at that time, there we go. Now I found it. It would be 3-3, or it was 3-3 at the time. Right there, equal, very leveled. They had to go into extra time for someone to get a goal to continue going. For someone to be a winner. At extra time, the 117th minute, a PK for Alex Deyes came in and took them go y por la brasa to drown my sorrow. Relax, man, you got a point. Gustavo just left us to go y por la brasa because he lives in Peru and he can do that kind of stuff. Anyway, so Porto, not that I'm saying Porto isn't expected to go through. It's just that you see the success that Roma has had over the few years, especially knocking out Barcelona last year in the quarterfinals. The quarterfinal? Yeah, because they went into the semi. Yeah, especially Roma knocking out Barcelona in the quarterfinals. You go and you expect, Roma to go and, knock out Porto, go on to the quarterfinals. But that was another shocker. And that wasn't the case today. Today, Porto knocked out Roma. And Porto are sending a huge warning to anybody who they're going to face. They're not going to give up. And that's exactly what they showed today. And, huge applause to them. Fantastic. Bravo. You guys did a great job. A great fucking job. I say you guys as if Porto can hear me. And probably you don't speak English. But anyway. So far we have Ajax going to the quarterfinals, Porto going to the quarterfinals, and Tottenham going to the quarterfinals. So far we have 3 underdogs going into the quarterfinals. Big underdogs. Tottenham, Ajax, and Porto. We don't have a big team yet. All the big teams have been knocked out. Until I mention this next game. PSG hosts Manchester United today at Parc des Princes. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. That's how I'm pronouncing it. You don't like it, you can teach me on the side. Okay, anyway. PSG won 2-0 at Old Trafford about 2 to 3 weeks ago. Manchester United were stunned. The whole world was shocked. Because it's Manchester United number 1. And this Manchester United has been reinvented since the sacking of Jose Mourinho and Manchester United bringing on, I'm just going to call him Ole. Okay, OGS. Manager OGS came in and reinvented Man United, and they've been undefeated until the 2-0 at Old Trafford against PSG, which is over here. On Facebook is right over here. Ooh, that's nice. On Instagram is right over here. Okay, so it was a huge shocker. I was even shocked. I was expecting either United to win or United to just tie with PSG, right? That wasn't the case. And Mbappe and PSG knocked them out. Knocked out Lingard while they were at it and got Martial out. Brought in Alexis Sanchez, and he looked like a dummy because he didn't do shit. But the roles were reversed today. Today, PSG hosted Manchester United, and everybody was expecting PSG not ease through, but for Mbappe to score a couple goals, knock the hair out of the way, and just call it a day, send United home without winning a European Cup or even going to the quarterfinal. Not implying that United will win, but knocking them out and letting them go back home to Old Trafford and focusing on the Premier League or the FA Cup, and the FA Cup, I should say. But something happened today. I don't know what it was. I didn't watch the game. Unfortunately, I didn't have the opportunity to watch it. But Lukaku scored in the early few minutes. Let me get you the exact minute he scored. He scored at the second minute, Lukaku. Damn, I saw a replay, but now I know the second goal was a sloppy mistake from Gigi Buffon. Gigi Buffon. And I'm going to get into that. I'm going to get into Gigi Buffon. Lukaku scored 2 goals. The guy has scored, before this game, he scored 4 goals in 2 games. Now, today, he scored 6 goals in 3 games. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I guess you could pronounce it. That's how you pronounce it. He's truly, truly done something with Manchester United. I mean, they've been going on a big hot streak. They've only lost 1 game since he's taken charge. Only 1 game. Bernat scored the tying goal to make it 1-1. They were once again in the lead. It was 3-1 at that point. It was PSG with 3 goals because the 2 away goals, the 1 home goal would be 3. Manchester United with the 1 goal from Lukaku. But Lukaku came back from a sloppy mistake from Gigi Buffon. Lukaku tapped it in. Now it was 3-2. 2 away goals. Right now, at this point, after Lukaku's second goal, it's clear that PSG is still going through. But then apparently, because I haven't seen it yet, I haven't had the opportunity to see it, apparently a very, very controversial handball was called by the ref. He took to VAR and he called a penalty. If I'm not mistaken, the handball was from Kimpembe, and he called a penalty. Who goes to take it? The young number 10, Marcus Rashford. Puts it in. It was too fast for Gigi to come in. And there goes the unbelievable comeback. Unbelievable. Why? Because nobody thought United would come back. Everybody thought that PSG were the upper, the bigger team, and that they were going to win. They were going to win. There was hands out that they were going to win. Because of how sloppy United were in the first game. And on top of that, they were without Pogba, Herrera, Mata, Martial, Sanchez, who doesn't do shit, Lingard, Phil Jones, who doesn't do shit, if I'm not mistaken, Eric Bailly, Marco Rojo. They were out without all these guys, and they brought in let me see who they had. They had Lukaku, Rashford, Andreas Pereira, who isn't a starter, Fred, who isn't a starter, McTominay, who isn't a starter, Ashley Young. Oh no, Eric Bailly did start, Chris Smalling, Lindelof, Luke Shaw, David De Gea. On bench they had Marco Rojo was available. Okay, Marcos Rojo, Diogo Dalla came in. Romero was there. James Garner, Tahith Chong came in, which is a youth who is a youth product. Angel Gomez is on bench, and then Mason Greenwood came in. Manchester United won with these players. Now you tell me, you the listener, you the viewer on Instagram Live and Facebook Live, you tell me, how did PSG lose with Buffon, Kerrer, Silva, Kimpembe, Dani Alves, Marquinhos, Berratti, Bernat, Draxler, Mbappe, Di Maria, Leandro Paredes, Cavani, Neuer, Areola, Choupo-Moting, Kurzawa? I don't know who Dagba is. How? How? I'll tell you how. There's a lot of people, I'm reading a lot of comments out there saying, how could PSG lose with all the money they invested? How could PSG lose with Mbappe, or Cavani, or Berratti, or Di Maria, this one, that one? Today, Manchester United proved it's not about how much money you invest. It's not about what players you bring on to the team to start. It's not about any of that. Today, Manchester United proved to the world of football that it's how you play the game. It's how Manchester United played the game today at Paris that got them the victory, that got them the comeback. If it wasn't for how they played, doesn't matter who you brought on. As long as Ole got them to play the way they needed to, which is what he did, it's exactly how they made the comeback. Exactly how they made the comeback. And that's exactly what United did, and they deserve it. PSG, I'm honestly tired of PSG of investing and buying and buying and buying because they wanna win the Champions League, and I get it. Who doesn't want to win the fucking Champions League? I get it. Everybody wants to win the Champions League. But you can't buy it, bro. You can't buy all the world stars, all the world, football stars around the world just so you can win the Champions League. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. You might see Real Madrid doing that, but no, Real Madrid has a philosophy of doing it. The way they do it is different, and I honestly don't think you can replicate the way Real Madrid has done it, or will continue to do it, because I'm pretty sure Real Madrid will continue winning. But you can't buy the Champions League, okay? And on top of that, I don't want to say that Ligue 1 or Ligue 1, whatever you want to say, from the French league, I don't want to say it's a farmers league, but it's a league that doesn't have enough competition for you. And if you don't have that competition, you're not going to win against the big dogs. You're just not. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry. I know you want to win the Champions League. I know PSG wants to lift it. Mbappe wants to win it. Buffon wanted to win it. Neymar wants to win it. This one, that one. I know you want to win it. I understand that they want to win the Champions League because it's an elite trophy. It's all the European best going to win it. I get it. But you can't buy your way to the final. You can't. Just because you invested $1.17 billion doesn't mean, okay, these guys spent the most, they get the fucking trophy. No, that's not how it works, you idiot. Okay, look at the teams who have won the Champions Leagues in the past few years. Real Madrid have won it 4 years in 5 or 6 years? I don't know exactly how many. Look who they compete against in La Liga. Barcelona, Atlético Madrid, Valencia, Villarreal, Sevilla, Real Sociedad, Real Betis. Hard teams like, these teams that come up from the second division. Deportivo de La Coruña. All these teams, they're a headache to play against. And they give you competition. They make you fight for it. They make you sweat. Okay? Bayern Munich when they won it. IG Live here. Facebook Live here. Okay? Bayern Munich. Who do they play? Borussia Dortmund. Werder Bremen. Wolfsburg. Schalke. Red Bull Leipzig, Stuttgart. They play against these big, strong teams. Chelsea won it. When did Chelsea win it? They won it a few years ago with. Sorry, I'm just trying to charge my phone. They won a few years. I forget with who. I forgot who was the coach. But look who Chelsea play against: Manchester United, Manchester City, Tottenham, Arsenal, Watford, West Ham, West Brom, Newcastle. They play against all these big teams. Okay? When AC Milan and Inter won it, who did they play against? Juventus, Napoli, AC Milan, Inter, Sassuolo, Napoli, Udinese. They play against big teams. PSG only plays against big teams, and it's no disrespect to the French league. But how many times have we seen a French... You know what? I'm going to look it up right now. But my question to you is, how many times have we seen... God damn it. How many times have we seen a French team winning the Champions League? I mean, how often do you see that? When? You tell me. When? Look, Marseille became the first French club to win the European Cup in 1993, and Paris Saint-Germain won the Cup Winners' Cup, which, if I'm not mistaken, the Cup Winners' Cup is the UEFA Super Cup, and the European Cup is now the Champions League in 1996. So Paris never even won the European Cup / Champions League. Never won. You know, so they need competition. The only competition they get is Marseille once in a while when they want to fucking wake up. Lyon, most of the time, Lyon gives them a headache. Monaco, when they decide to just, come out and be that team again. Who else? I think that's about it. Because everybody else, they just destroy. Okay, the big teams that they play against in Champions League. This year, who was their headache? Napoli, Liverpool, Red Star Belgrade, and now Manchester United. Okay? These are the teams that they face that give them a headache. But not in their league. In their league, okay, I'm not saying it's a farmer's league. Okay, sorry, I know I'm scaring whoever's on Facebook Live, Good Energy Live, but I have to fix my hat. But the thing is, when it comes to PSG, they don't have any competition. They just don't. Okay? And they need to stop buying and start focusing on working with the group that they already have. Stop buying all these other players, okay? Keep playing with the players you have. Leave Mbappe there, leave Neymar, leave Cavani, leave Verratti, Di Maria, blah, 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 all these players. Leave them there. If you're going to add and use your youth academy. Use your youth academy, add those players, and from there, I promise you that the chemistry will grow, and you'll know exactly what to do to the point where you can go on to the Champions League, and you know what to do. You've had these experiences. You've had them against United, okay, which was today. Last year, who do you have against? The reigning champions, Real Madrid. The year before that, you had Barcelona, okay, and so on and so forth. You have to learn from these mistakes. You can't just buy your way out of mistakes. Listen, I used to be a bigger fan of PSG when Ronaldinho was there. Obviously, because Ronaldinho was there. Okay, but when you guys started doing all this fucking mess about buy this one, buy that one, buy this one, buy that one, you can't buy all the superstars. You can't. I'm sorry, you can't. Especially with playing in League One, you're not going to do it. So stop buying, okay? Start building the chemistry. Learn how to work with each other instead of buying new players to, put in. And then it's like, okay, we got this one. Now we're going to win the Champions League. No. Guess what happened today? You lost against Manchester United with barely any superstars. Who were the superstars? I'm saying superstars. I know it sounds like I'm saying superstars. Superstars. Lukaku. Rashford's an upcoming talent. He's not a superstar. Lukaku's a big guy. Who else was there? Ashley Young. Not a superstar. He's a very well-average player. Not a superstar. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. De Gea, who's in all the way on the other fucking side of the field. He's in goal. Right now we have Ajax going in, Tottenham going in, Manchester United going in, and Porto going in. We have 4 teams qualify for the Champions League. Next week, we will find out the remaining 4 to complete the quarterfinals. Who will it be? Will it be Barcelona or Lyon? Liverpool, Bayern Munich. I forgot the other 4 teams. Man City, Schalke, Juventus, or Atletico. You let me know. Europa League update. Leg 1 of round 16 kicks off tomorrow. My question to you, the listener, which is only 5 of you, who will go through? Will the big teams come up? We got Frankfurt against Inter Milan. Big team here, who was expected to go, is Inter Milan. Will Frankfurt knock their dreams down of winning European trophy? Sevilla against Slavia Praha. I don't know, honestly. I'm going to go with Sevilla because Sevilla is very, very strong. And these past few weeks, they've been doing pretty good. This is a game to watch. Zenit St. Petersburg versus Villarreal. Tomorrow at 12:55 Eastern Time. Stade de Rennes versus Arsenal. I expect Arsenal. Arsenal, don't disappoint, man. Because if you disappoint, memes are flying left and right and up and down, and it's just going to come out of nowhere. Dynamo Zagreb versus Benfica. I'm going to say Benfica. Valencia versus Krasnodar. I'm going to say Valencia. This is also another game to watch. Napoli versus Red Bull Leipzig. Great fucking game. 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't miss that game, guys. I'm actually going to try my best to watch it. Chelsea versus Dynamo Kyiv. Chelsea, don't disappoint. If you disappoint, your head coach is going to leave. Okay? Your head coach will leave. I am letting you know now. Scotiabank CONCACAF Champions League update. The first leg of the quarterfinals kicked off with Red Bulls hosting with the Red Bulls hosting Santos Laguna. Didn't go too well. Did not go too well. Red Bulls lost 2-0. Now, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll know I was at the Red Bull game. I watched the game, and I gotta say, number 1, refs completely favored Santos Laguna. Now, I'm not going to sit here and always defend Red Bulls. I'm going to point out their flaws. Okay, but it was obvious. What's his name? Stevie Wonder could fucking tell you the truth. Refs were obviously on Santos Laguna's side. It was obvious. It was clear as day as who the ref side was on. Santos Laguna yesterday played with 12 men. No, I'm sorry, 12. I did my math wrong. They were playing with 14 men. 11 on the field, plus the one fucking guy with the yellow bright jersey, and then the other 2 guys with the flags. That's exactly who they played with. Against 11 Red Bull. We were outnumbered completely. Outnumbered. But I'm going to let you know this. Red Bulls did not show up yesterday. The Red Bulls that I watched yesterday was not the Red Bull that I watched last season. And it's certainly not the Red Bulls that I want to see for the rest of the MLS season. Or the playoff season. Or the CONCACAF Champions League. I want them to come back next week. If I'm not mistaken, it is next week. I want to come back strong. And win the fucking game. But without any fucking help. Okay? Fair fucking game. Not that shit that Santos Laguna did. Santos Laguna, they completely outclassed them. Well, put it this way. Red Bulls could definitely, if Red Bulls show up, if they showed up yesterday, Red Bulls would definitely have given Santos Laguna a fair fight. It probably would have ended 0-0. Santos Laguna is strong. I'm not undermining them. Okay, but Real Madrid, Red Bulls are definitely up there. Okay, without the help of the refs and with Red Bulls showing up, it would have definitely been probably 0-0, maybe even a 1-1. Because Red Bulls were giving it their all towards the end, which pissed me the fuck off. You guys woke up at the end. Instead of waking up as soon as the first fucking whistle was blown, you should have been there. Okay? Houston Dynamo also failed to win. They lost 2-0 home. They also lost home. Now, as we speak, we as in me, of course, because I'm not that fat, Independiente is beating Sporting KC 2-1. Now, that one goal for Sporting KC is huge because it's an away goal. So I'm hoping that Sporting KC takes advantage of this, and when they go home, they go and they keep Independiente 0 and score more goals. Right now it's the 90th minute. I don't know if they're going to add stoppage time, but as of right now, Sporting KC is losing 2-1. Later in a couple minutes, Monterrey will host Atlanta United. Let's see how that game goes. I don't know, man. We have 4 MLS teams, 3 Liga MX. Independiente, I honestly don't know. I can't remember where they're from, but I'm hoping that the MLS teams come through and they all go to the semis. I'm hoping, and that Red Bull go to the final. Yeah, I'm hoping, because I would love to see Red Bull win the Champions League. It would be the first league, but let's just see what happens. You know, I would not like it if United, the only United, would go through to the final and win. No, please, no. My question is, is the MLS still far from the Liga MX? Seriously. Because so far, 3 MLS teams, or 2 MLS teams lost to a Liga MX team. Right now, Sporting KC is not losing to a Liga MX, but it is another Central American country. What is it? And what I'm not saying. Listen, I'm a fan of the MLS, so don't come at me, saying, "Oh, you're not a fan." No. I'm a fan of the MLS. Okay, I'm a fan, and I'm happy that it's growing. On my last episode, you heard how how much I praised the MLS. But my question is the MLS still far from the Liga MX? Now, I don't think so. I think the gap has closed a lot. But there still is a gap there. And you have to admit it. There still is a small gap. I'm not saying it's drastic, because since MLS started till now, I mean, there's a lot of teams in the MLS to fear. There is a lot of MLS teams to fear. But I don't want to use Red Bulls and Laguna as an example, because, again, Laguna, they played with 14 men yesterday, okay, and Red Bulls just didn't really show up until the second half of the second half, if you understand what I mean. I didn't watch Houston Dynamo's game against Tigres, so I can't really speak much of that. But there's something about that. With the MLS, I feel like they need to find their identity. With each team, they need to find their identity, and they need to be. They need to strike fear in their opponents. You know what I'm saying? They need to strike that fear in their opponents in order for them to, to be, a team to beat, especially in the Champions League. If you want to win the Champions League, the CONCACAF Champions League. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely think the MLS has closed this gap between, whether Liga MX is stronger, the MLS, and et cetera, et cetera. But MLS teams need to step up a little bit more. Okay, they need to find their identity, how they play, their playing style. You know what I'm saying? Not be afraid to face Liga MX. Now, last year, last year, Toronto kind of shut a lot of people up. They didn't win the Champions League, though. But they defeated a few Mexican teams to get there. One or two. Red Bulls did the same thing. Okay, Red Bulls were very, very close to getting to the final. But Chivas, Guadalajara made it through. Okay. Zidane to Real Madrid, calm down. It's not happening. It's a rumor. But, former president of Real Madrid, Ramon Calderón, says Perez has called Zidane to come back. And apparently he said, not now. But that there is a possibility for him to come back in June. How would that go out? I don't think I see that happening, honestly. I don't see Zidane happening. But what Calderón also said was that Mourinho is the number one choice for Florentino Perez. Madridistas. I need you to let me know what do you think of Jose Mourinho going back into Santiago Bernabéu and taking over. How do you like that? I think it's only to kind of structure them, discipline them a little bit, again, kind of redo something. Excuse me. But I don't think it's the right call. I think Real Madrid, they need to find a coach to stay there the way Zidane did. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I still am upset that they got rid of Carlo Ancelotti, because that guy was one hell of a manager. They should have never gotten rid of him, and I don't think going to Zidane is going to happen. Not that it's a good move, because Zidane, I think Zidane could do it. He could overturn Real Madrid again, bring peace, and kind of start building up again. But excuse me. Rumors are growing that Massimiliano Allegri might be leaving at the end of the season. Juventus are preparing for life after him, and the number one on their wish list is Zinedine Zidane. So he could say no to Real Madrid right now because he's trying to say, listen, I'm going to my other club now, Juventus. Juventus are looking to, this is a rumor, okay? Air quotes. This is just a rumor that Juventus are looking to sign Zidane. Why am I coughing all of a sudden? They're looking to sign to Zidane due to his connection with the club, as he played with them from 1996 to 2001, and also his connection with CR7. Look at that duo again. Can we see that shit again? I'm not asking. I don't want that to happen because, no, that's just too strong. But they do face fierce competition with the London club Chelsea. Maurizio Sarri has been under a lot of pressure. You guys know this because I talk a lot about Maurizio Sarri on this podcast, which I'm not going to get into, okay? He's been under pressure a lot, and the board hasn't been really too happy with him this season. So Juventus knows that Chelsea wants Zidane, so they have a number 2. And this number 2 is also on Real Madrid's list, which is bizarre to me. Jurgen Klopp is being looked at by Juventus and Real Madrid. That is crazy, but I don't think it's going to happen. Personally, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think Liverpool are willing to let Jurgen Klopp go. I think they know how strong and how great of a coach he is. But what's even crazier than Jurgen Klopp being on Juventus' radar is they also are looking at Pep Guardiola. What's going to happen to Juventus? What's going to happen? They're looking at signing Zidane. If he don't work out, they're looking at signing Jurgen Klopp. If he don't work out, they're looking at signing Pep Guardiola. Do you people hear that? I personally don't think none of these will happen. Zidane, maybe. Depends on if Chelsea get to him first and if he likes it. Because it all depends on him. Me personally, if I was Zidane, honestly, I would say, Zidane, go to Juventus, okay? You got Real Madrid, okay, who's a big, strong team. You won 3 Champions League with them. Now, go a little, not higher, because we all know Real Madrid, they're up there. But go to another league, develop, see if that style fits there. Kind of like what Guardiola did. He went from Spain, he went to Germany, now he's in the big place, the Premier League. So he went to Spain, or he was in Spain, now Zidane. Go to Italy. Okay, football there is growing a lot more now that CR7's in Juventus. So I say go to Juventus, do what you got to do there, win some trophies. Then from there, go to the Premier League. Pick any team you want. Okay, pick any team you want. Okay, they all want Zidane. Okay, but I don't recommend Zidane going straight into the Premier League. That's a lot of pressure, and that's a huge headache. Excuse me. Damn, I don't know what the hell's going on. We only have a few minutes left. Guys, don't forget, you guys can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Google Play, LostRadio.com, Spreaker, and iHeartRadio. I don't know if I said iHeartRadio. Oh, and we're on Spotify now. I forgot to tell you that. We're on Spotify. Mauro Icardi. It's another guy. What the fuck's going on with him? Is he playing? Is he not playing? What's with the drama? Blah, blah, blah. One thing I want to talk about on the next podcast, on the next episode, is with the MLS. And I was talking to Fernando about this, is the USL Pro bigger than the MLS? We'll talk about that on the next podcast. Guys, thank you very much. I'll see you guys next episode.